In the Bible, there was a man called Mephibosheth. He was the son of Jonathan, who was a friend of David. He was a crippled man, and he had lived a life of a cripple. But David sought him out and said, "Is there anyone in the house of Saul that I can show kindness to?" He then invited Mephibosheth to his table to eat with the king. And he said, "Come and eat, and you'll continually have bread in my house." He not only said that, but he said that he would restore everything that he had lost. And so there was people then. For the rest of Mephibosheth's life, he was very well taken care of, and people served him. So everything really was restored. I sang this song that Sunday called "Come to the Table," and it's sung by Zach Williams, and it was really hard to get through explaining what the song meant to me whenever I sang. Because Zach Williams once said when he was going to sing it that just imagine that you have this big table and a king has invited you, and you just feel like you can't come because you're not good enough. And I'm sure that's how Mephibosheth felt, because he was a crippled man. He had lost everything. He was the grandson of a king, and he had not lived the life as a grandson of a king. But David, the new king, said that he would restore everything that he lost, and he was good on his word. He not only said that, but he said he would eat at his table bread continually. The Old Testament is always a reflection of the New Testament, of what Jesus came to do for us. Because of the love that David had for Mephibosheth's father, Jonathan, he invited Mephibosheth to come and eat bread at his house and at his table, and to restore everything that he had lost. This is a picture of Christ. Jesus said, "I am the bread of life, and through me you will have life everlasting." Through Jesus, you will have everything restored. Through Jesus, the life that you had before will be so much more fulfilling, no matter what your circumstances are. I just thought about this morning, there's so many people that don't want to go to church, and it breaks my heart, because there's so many people that I'm praying for that will go to church. At some point, we got out of church for a very long time, and even though I was still saved and I still loved the Lord, I got very far away from Him, and my life became very miserable. Yes, there was moments of happiness, and there was moments of gladness, and there was things that were great, but inside I felt devoid of everything that I was really supposed to be fulfilled by, and that's God. Yes, church is just a building, I know that, but it is a place where you'll find a family that will love you unconditionally like Christ does. And if you haven't found a church like that, just keep looking, because they're out there. People write off church because they had a bad experience, but we don't write off restaurants completely when we have a bad experience. We just try again and try a new dish or a new waitress or a new wait. We faithfully follow sports teams for years, even though they fail, and even though they have bad seasons, and even though they really are not good, sometimes we faithfully follow them. So I just please ask you to consider to give church another chance. There's people there that are praying a lot that you would come. It's changed my life, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere else on a Wednesday or a Sunday or even other days of the week when we meet together and do other things of ministry work. There really is people out there that really do try to live by the Bible and do what it says and try to love like Christ does. So give them and God another chance, because we're all like that crippled Mephibosheth, and every single one of us has been invited by a king to sit at his table. And he doesn't care about where you've been. He just only wants you to come, and he will restore everything.